the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the issue for me also is with the Ursa. If Ursa struggles on lane, which I honestly think he will, even though they did pick it into Underlord and it should be a good matchup, I think the supports on LGD are a bit too punishable. So if he struggles, typically you go into the jungle and you try to jungle fast, but you're going to have that late battle fury. You're not going to catch up as much as you can in the jungle, whereas the carry Brood's going to be raising and raising the net worth early enough for Gaimin to just play around the Underlord. So it's going to be hard, really hard for them to make it past like that minute 25 mark.
Another thing that take Roche with this Broodmother, Underlord, Pangolier, like their tempo of the game, and this is what the panel mentioned, it could just be too much for LGD to withstand.
And coming into this match, LGD sitting on a 2-0 record, obviously extremely early in this group stage, and Gaimin they're split 1-1 at the moment. Okay, that just happened.
They just ruined his game in 1 minute.
Yes, literally 60 seconds. Death into Glimpse, have to walk back. Yeah.
And by the time he runs back top, they will still be 3 people up here. Tofu going in on Why You Smile, just a little bit of pressure. Well, when you have the next Glimpse, a little bit of pressure.
Celery is all over the place. Ice Path connects only onto one, and Why You Smile eventually will be brought down. And Celery is picking up a lot of these kills, actually. Maybe unintentional.
Planet is doing a good job. They're giving him mid. You're gonna need levels on him and Jakiro and try to break the game at some point where you get a good kill. This could be a good start.
Another Glimpse coming out. Celery, he's taking quite a bit of damage. The egg is placed. I think he's just be able to walk away though as Quinn in that rolling thunder form gets stuck in that little crevice that shouldn't exist, but still does. Exactly. I was gonna say we're on the same page for sure. Rolling thunder continues to connect, and
here comes
to say still very low. Going to the other side as the iPads connect onto several here. The Glimpse onto nothing to say. The swashbuckle finishes him off. And again, Gaming Gladiators not losing anybody. The Fiend's Gate coming out from Ace earlier to help provide extra cover for his team. And New will not even be able to find any sort of consolation kill. Double. Oh, that's right.
The Fusel Blade, yeah. These networks are... Ooh, I mean, no one wants to stay mid now, as they might even smoke up. Looks like Gaimin are looking.
Faking out his ult will finally commit it with the rest of LGD coming in tow, but you can see Quinn coming out to help his Broodmother out. Doraccio does fall though. It's a successful gank from LGD. The egg comes out, will actually proc successfully. Now a couple Fire Spirits onto 2 members of Gaming Gladiators. Tofu getting extremely low. Looks like he's going to be able to survive, though.
Well, he died, got Glimpse back, so of course, the best players will always find a way. It's Doraccio.
Another strike is going to be there to initiate, and the rest of LGD coming in tow as well. Stuck inside that macro fire. Here comes Ace. He gets off the mech. Coming through that Fiend's Gate, but Doraccio will eventually drop. Ends up being a trade for the support from the start of this fight. It's a rolling thunder from Quinn, jumping right over New, but the last connection cancels that TP, so Spear Blade dead. Arrow's gonna miss from Tofu, but like you said, the Static Storm, big counter to the Ember Spirit, and nothing to say will die. So it's a 3-for-1. Again, they do get the Broodmother, but we've talked about at the beginning, LGD has kind of focused on killing him in the early stages of this game. Yep, they got the pit, they got the arrow, they got the kill onto nothing to say, and the tier 1 tower as well. Gaimin getting just about everything that they want.
I mean, Gaimin are just doing...
We're going to actually finish that statement he would end with. They need to try their best. And that's it. That's all.
They need to try their best.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Just a little poke.
And Why You Smile, getting caught out. Quinn, another easy kill for him.
And they always play in your face. Once again, Doraccio is like anti-enemy ancients. He drops to 10%, 20% HP, but he knows that his team can back him up. Now they're showing bottom hitting, but they're already mid as well. So you're not safe bottom, you're not safe mid. See you later, nerd.
Yep, that is a nice setup from Tofu. I mean, we've gotten very good use out of that Yules as no big surprise, of course, as they're in full control of this game.
Planet mid, row, being set up on.
Yeah, Static Storm's gonna catch him, and just a bunch more spells.
Yeah, when you're behind against some of these heroes, it's just really hard to play the map. Not just because Gaimin are very good, but the nature of how the heroes like to play. Disruptor, you run after someone, easy glimpse. You find... Oh, where are they going? They're TPing bottom. They are looking at this little ward that they have in their jungle.
They scan.
And a scan.
Yep, Mew, he's going to get spotted. Moonlight Shadow giving some cover so Celery can help get this initiation going. Static Storm, Kinetic Field. And attempted TP, but a bit ambitious for New. Then again, you kind of have to be ambitious in this game.
They're playing for the Jakiro Aghanim Scepter. Sure. You need to have a clutch initiation, kill a guy, and either reset or keep going. So spend all your gold, having buyback on you. Honestly, it's not going to do anything.
All right, Darachu finally changes his neutral item. That was really triggering me. He's saying Spark of Courage every 10 seconds. Oh, he spotted out, and he's dead. Just like that, but has to buy back. Means he's not going to have that gold for that shawarma. Eventual Aghanim Scepter. Making me really hungry right now. Sleight of Fist with the Battle Fury help from Shiro, able to take out the spiders at the very least, but that's, again, the least of their worries.
I mean,
if they want to take this a bit conservatively, they could wait for Roche, but it's a minute and a half from even knowing when that is going to spawn.
Yeah, it looks like I would assume that they're just going to keep.
Is actually just going to walk away, and now Gaimin at the base again. Now that Jakiro is dead for a full minute, by the way, that Macropyre would be pretty handy right now.
And they need him to defend. Like, now, sure, you're poking, but all the auras we mentioned earlier from Ace, they're just helping so much.
Swashbuckler. So much mana onto nothing to say. He's arrowed, I think.
Yeah, he's going to have to buy back as well.
Does have buyback available, like you said, as Gaimin now get the range racks. The charge coming in there, that's going to be coupled with that buyback. But actually put the Boomer onto the Logan, the egg from very far away. The BKB from Shiro is not going to do much at all because it's a full and successful disengage from Gaming Gladiators.
I mean, they have to try it, but the Brew just you can walk over cliffs, you get pushed back by the... Yeah, they just call it. They know they can't. They just used everything and they can't do it. Gaming Gladiator, dude, this team is just so good.
Yeah, they're so good, they made Mirana Shard look good.
Yeah, he belched all the way away from them, got the Yules up, and
it's very powerful.
Just another day in the park for good old Gaming Gladiators, playing the type of lineup they want, playing nice here on the map, having some of the probably the best laners in the world right now, and honestly just making it look easy. They just made LGD. I wouldn't say.
This is what comes out. There's a like decent amount of burst damage, especially magical pre-BKB. In terms of control, nothing to say with the Primal Beast, any kind of a spell from Bane. I don't know, I gotta say I'm liking PSG.LGD's draft way more in this one, but still feeling Gaming Gladiators.
I think the Faceless Void gives Gaimin late game security, which they needed because they couldn't go for a more traditional illusion carry because they would get run over by the Luna ball timing, right? But the issue with Faceless Void is he is going to lack a little bit of damage in the early game, so he's going to play more of a farm-oriented, if I see a good chrono, I'll come in and cast it type, which will give space for LGD to play the kind of lineup they want. You don't pick Luna to farm, you pick Luna to fight. So
depending on who's playing what, but Primal Beast has been, I think, the main one.
I really like LGD's adjustment from game 1 to game 2. The panel touched on the tempo of the game that they can play in. Also, I love the Luna pick. It's good for the lanes, it helps your Bane, the night vision, you can play faster, and they needed a hero that deals damage during this potential grip later. So we have a
big onslaught from nothing to say. Blood grenade onto Tofu. He is going to pop the Fairy Fire to stay alive, and he will fall in the end to Why You Smile, getting that first blood with that level 1 Enfeeble. What a spell.
Just a very classic, like 350 melee attack range hit from a lane against him as Brood, but you just get to farm the entire map around, so eventually he's going to go up there, because Darachu's like, bros, I don't want to lane top anymore. This Timber hits for 100, you know, I'm just a little pleb up here. So Ace is going to go top, get these spiders, but LGD, they know. They're already smoking up here.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage from you.
Yeah.
That's what you have to fear against why he's banned so much is Quinn with the Rolling Thunder, trying to get another kill onto Shiro, who's still only level 5 right now, and that is going to be an easy pickoff as the Bane not able to do too much. First pulverize of the game, though, from nothing to say in that top lane. So they get a little reciprocation onto Ace.
Only with the Pango and Lion, you know, being fogged on the map, he reads that, he backs off, so they're going to continue to upkeep their map play, but down bottom.
Chrono onto 2, and you can see the rotation from the south. They're focusing right now onto Shiro, but Tofu has to get the Hex off onto the Bane, and the Rolling Thunder from Quinn has to be reserved just for Why You Smile. So not exactly who they came for, but Gaimin gets something at least.
Well, they brought the whole family for that play, so they better get 1 kill.
And with the stolen Chakram from Celery, it's going to be more than enough damage. So 2 core kills in favor of Gaimin. LGD blundering that a bit.
Ooh, a very nice defense by Gaimin, but yeah, for sure not.
And now we have Chrono onto 2. Both support. Do they have the follow-up damage? The Chakram is coming. Double kill for Quinn as Planet trying to keep himself alive, but that's not going to happen. And now everybody's surrounding Mew. Nice with Timber Chain. Quinn extremely low on HP, trying to dodge that Chakram, and he does. Double kill for Ace. It's effectively a full team say. He'll find one off the TP. He's going to get canceled off his trample, though. There's nothing to say now. Has to try to walk away. And at the very least, he will not die, but still so many dead. And Dyrachyo, he did end up falling in the end.
Oh, we're going for round 6 of this team fight.
I was going to say, is this over yet?
Okay, now it might be. If you're LGD, you need to be more careful.
But still far in favor of Gaming Gladiators. And we talked about the lead being in LGD's favor in terms of the net worth. It is completely even now, if not in Gaming Gladiators' favor. Is Dyrachyo. He will die again, though, in the bot lane. So that ends up being a very big double kill, effectively. So he's going to have to sit in base for even longer.
Well, he's currently...
net worth is terrible.
Oh, I love the sound right now. The grip.
Yeah, what is that? Just never ending? Let's have some support here in the form of Celery, but he could get squeezed in if he's not careful. Now that BKB is online, as Onslaught's going to stun him up. The pulverized BKB being popped as well. Nice sleep from YuSmile, which will set up the grip, and that is the death onto Ace. Great job. Oh, big swashbuckle from Quinn, though. He gets the rolling off as well. Gets the kill onto YuSmile. Looks like Planet is next on the list, as Tofu showing off his newly picked up Blink Dagger as well, as Quinn secures a double kill. But it is a trade for for Ace, who is a core.
Knows
his pops. Nice swashbuckle onto 4 heroes. Gets the roll as well. The finger deletes 1. Planet's the first to fall as the pulverize actually been canceled by Nothing to Say. Not interested in this fight any longer. And the Bane, at the very least, I would assume, will eventually drop. Oh, but the Horsey helping him out. Oh, and Quinn not able to guess correctly onto the high ground. He's going to get a little bit of vision now.
He ain't going to stop.
Yep, 3 seconds on the swash. We'll have to guess again because the tree line is there. Nice dodge again from YuSmile. Quinn, is he committed? How much does he want the Bane?
Uh-oh, next one. Didn't do anything. Your first BKB didn't do anything. And Gaimin are just getting all these items that they want, right? Celery with his Philosopher's Stone. He's chilling. He even steals the Pulverize. All spells are ready for Gaimin as well. Just kind of hiding and continuing to control the map.
Yep, Impale from Tofu setting this up. And the Rolling Thunder is enough to take out YuSmile. New is next on the list as Ace coming from the high ground. They find Planet, and that is another easy pickup for Gaimin. So 2 supports dead, just like that. And I mean, this is what I gotta go for this Tormentor as
YuSmile setting up,
grouping up Tofu and YuSmile basically right next to each other. Tofu, he's gonna get swatted. He's still standing, still funding, gets off the Hex and is deleted. Dyrachyo comes in to try to get some retribution. Chrono onto 2. YuSmile finally will go down. I think they take it to Pulverize. That's enough to take out Dyrachyo, and that means Gaming Gladiators are gonna continue because at this point Dyrachyo is kind of a support hero, it feels like. 2 for 1. Quinn, he's going to reset. Does have Rolling Thunder in 3 seconds, but...
Nope, all good. No spells ready.
Paper.
On paper, yes.
I think YuSmile's actually, he's queuing up an Aghanim Scepter, which I was going to ask if that's something that he would eventually, I mean, obviously he would want it, but that is a very ambitious.
Do you think he has 35 more? Hold, Ace.
Nothing to say, okay. Get off the Pulverize onto the BKB. Ace,
but the long grip
gets off. Okay, they're actually getting the Rolling Thunder successfully from the other side, so YuSmile is dead just as this fight starts, and Celery already stole the Pulverize, used it on his owner, Nothing to Say, trying to get some retribution of his own with that BKB, but he's going to Bane for the line to start. The Eclipse finally comes out. Quinn getting bursted to a high degree. The Lincoln is finally popped. The Eclipse is still continuing to go. Lucent Beam was stolen, and it's going to use onto Quinn. They do finally take him out. Very important kill for LGD. And with that, Gaming Gladiator is going to try to run away, but the bash is there. And the time walk to safety. As Celery gets out, so they don't lose as much. Smoke right now from Gaimin. They're hovering around the gates as Neo, the tankiest target.
Ooh, they're looking.
He's going to get gone on. Look at Rolling Thunder with the Aghanim Scepter from Quinn. Look at the damage out of the Timbers on the finger of death as well. He's bursted down 70 seconds with no Timbers on out. Chrono onto 2, focusing on the supports to start this out. The Bane is dead as well, and Shiro forced to try to fight through this, but now that the BKB is down, just going to get right-clicked down into oblivion. Double kill for Dyrachyo, who is now online. And Planet's even going to die. So Gaming Gladiators get 4 kills. Nothing to Say, the only member of LGD to live. This means Roche number 2 for Gaimin.
Your smoke, yes. Genius analyst once again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Could never have guessed.
Dyrachyo.
He's first in line. It's going to get popped. Time walks in. Time dilation only onto Planet.
Up only 4 stacks.
Yeah.
The there's a fifth.
And eventually, Planet does get off the Hex, but Swashbuckle into Telekinesis. That's enough. And Duracho, very crazy. Of course, we talked about the Aegis.
They're looking for a top, nothing to say.
Yeah, they Hex him after proccing the Lincolns. Rolling Thunder's coming. He actually cancels it early as he's going to have to get out of dodge here with the TP, and he will just barely get out. Oh my goodness, that was close.
He actually got out with literally like one hit left. Once he has this MKB on Duracho, they can just kill him. So you can tell that LGD having a hard time team fighting.
Duracho with a 1v1 battle, but he might not like what he got signed up for. Okay. The Aegis will get consumed.
Little free kill, we take those. Aegis gone.
He's just testing his might right now. It's not the highest, I guess.
We've got the Moonglaze fired on Lucent Beam, so we're be careful when Duracho is posturing aggressive.
That's true. We gotta watch him.
They should feel good enough about playing aggressive, but just they have no need to dive the base.
Oh my god, you're doing so much damage. Has to pop his BKB along with Duracho.
That's a BKB straight.
Has that Chronosphere. Nice on the 3 heroes. Early BKB does go off from the Luna, and you can see Quinn gets off the Rolling Thunder doing massive damage in tow, just stun locking the Luna completely. And down goes Shiro again. The Luna, despite being so farmed, just hasn't been able to do too much. Does have buyback, double buyback right now coming from LGD, so Gaimin have to be a bit careful now they're on the doorstep of LGD's base. Sleep on the Quinn with the Lotus Orb and the Swashbuckle off the low ground. Pops the cheese and stay alive, nothing to say. Getting off the trample, but slowed to a crawl. Have an E-Blade now, apparently. Gets reflected as Quinn's gonna swash to safety.
This guy is unkillable.
So they do get Duracho in the end as Quinn using the shard. Getting up another swash. No man at all onto New, but he gets that flame break off. Nothing to say is there as well. Glimmer Cape. They have the Glimmer to keep Quinn safe for the time being, but eventually they do find the kill on LGD's side, and they sorely needed it, and now they can clean up the rest in the form of the Spider.
Well, they got
a nice buybacks, and they didn't even bother with Shiro's buyback, who had it the whole time.
They got like 1,600 gold each for the Pango and the Brute kills, because they have, first of all, they're so far ahead, they have killing streaks, so all these levels that are getting pumped into this LGD draft right now with Shiro being dead.
Yeah, that works for sure.
Okay, smoke around. Tofu.
He's gonna get spotted by the Shivas and deleted.
He's got no buyback. This is a big deal.
It is. 15 seconds on Roche as Quinn showing himself. He's a bit surrounded right now as Shiro trying to right click. He's gonna get disarmed. Quinn now going to the low ground as Duracho pops up BKB, focusing all his effort on Shiro. Quinn swashbuckles but dies shortly after as the Chronosphere only catching one for Duracho, and there's the grip. Nice pick off from LGD as Ace. Oh, they got it. Reflection was there. Ace, his TP gets canceled, and he's going to get brought down in addition. So 4 kills for LGD, and Roche is just spawning and walking down to their side.
Oh, I couldn't ask for... What's his Lincolns down on Brood? I thought the pulverized went on the Lincolns. Either way, what a great fight from LGD. They smoke around first, they get Tofu, and then Quinn is kind of like going in to try and like bait this fighter, but Shiro pops his Satanic early, stands his ground, Lotus Sphere kind of missing Shiro here. I don't know how much it would have mattered, because I think Shiro would have died anyway, but now, whole game. See ya.
Third row, part of the game.
Yeah, we'll just wait for the fourth one. I was thinking about the new game bonus attack damage with the shard when you beat people.
No. First time walk, Lincoln's is popped now onto Quinn. There's the initiation from New. Very impactful sound, as you talked about. Very hyped about the sound effects. Still the tower is surviving as Shiro getting mana drain from about 1,200 range away. My goodness.
It's very annoying to push into this draft. Sure, you have Planet who can keep giving you mana and the heals, but the Stolen Fall.
Okay, the Eclipse comes out, the Aghanim Sensor is ripping through Gaming Gladiators. Quinn is just dead. Has his buyback, will have to expend it. His token gets a nice impale, but dies shortly after. And New getting pursued now, but the Timber Chain to the low ground, and just like that,
Refresher.
Yeah, nothing to say, jumps right in, gets the pulverize, it's hitting several heroes, including the likes of Duracho, who has to buy back now. Quinn going with the Rolling Thunder, getting nice stun onto 2. Onto 2 as well. Actually bounces him out, but it doesn't matter. It's enough to kill off New. And the Aegis, but that's a buyback now onto New. And not sure if Shiro...
They're just going to keep hitting the racks?
Yeah,
who cares?
That's where the Moonglaves come into effect, like you talked about. And Gaimin will have to give this up.
I mean, they have no spell for the next one, too. And Why You Smile did get the axe. Doesn't have grip for a minute, so who cares about that one? And Shiro is just gonna keep whacking, nothing to say.
Okay, yeah, that's, I mean,
He's testing the Lincolns, it is ready.
right, just to make sure it still works. That's good.
Okay, Shiro.
Shiro at half HP, telekinesis onto the high ground.
That's the
but
panic.
no follow-up yet. If Bale's gonna miss, and oh my goodness, they just turn it around. That's a dieback now onto Tofu. Quinn's gonna turn their sights onto Quinn. This will be a dieback coming in as well. Oh, the Lotus is not gonna save him this time. 2 minutes without the Pangolier as LGD close to evening up the series 1-1. The Moonglaves now having their full effect on the buildings. That's the last fortify for Gaming Gladiators.
Uh-oh.
And LGD can just focus on the buildings. Sriracha trying to slow this as much as he can, but doesn't have the chrono, doesn't have any follow-up without that swash.
Shiro can just keep hitting. They have not a lot to really deal with him.
Tier 4 towers are going to drop very easily, as we can see Bane with the Aghanim Scepter that he talked about. Will we be able to see it throughout this entire game? Ace very low. The pulverize is going to be enough to get the dive back onto Dyrachyo. And like we talked about, the Aghanim Scepter on Bane wins again. Probably the highest win rate of any item in the history of Dota.
I mean, the moment they got it, 5 seconds later, they won the game.
That's true.
There you go. Top 1 Ags in the game. Top 1 Ags for the supports. You know, LGD, they were pretending for 25 minutes.
I guess so.
They were like,